I wanted to do a video on this right here. Robert F. Kennedy Children's Action Corps. Now, I'm not a huge fan, of the Kennedys due to their ways of how they use their power. And this, I'll tell you, which people don't look into the Kennedys. I don't give a crap what JFK stated as a president. Yet do not what you can do for your country, or not what your country can do for you, but you can do for your country. You know what? Words are words. His actions, his family, and what they got away with is sick. And how sick the family is. And this right here brought me back to where I wanted to talk. I think I have talked about it, but I'm still in disbelief of what this family did to one of their daughters. And this right here, oh my God. I mean, it could be, something good for the kids if you want to look up there. I don't know if this place is actually open, because when I drive by this, it looks like a ghost town place. To me, this place, I asked my father if he knew what it was, and he did say it was a reformatory for girls, probably for bad, troubled girls, right? But I think this was more than just that. It's got state property signs around it. And I want to say it was a miniature, due to the fact, because Air had one, miniature asylum. I don't care what anybody says. Because the way these buildings are built and so forth, and how the setup is, it reminds me of the Westboro Asylum, which is now totally ripped down. And I'm very disappointed in myself not getting back out there, but they made buildings, condos on that property now. It's disgusting. But Robert F. Kennedy Children's Action Corps is a leader in child welfare and juvenile justice in Massachusetts. Every year we help hundreds of children, youth, and their families deal successfully with behavioral and emotional issues at facilities throughout the state. Innovated in comprehensive programming, which includes residential treatment, education services, or education or whatever, community-based service, and therapeutic support, helps the children we serve grow into healthy and productive members of their community. We bring compassion and creativity to all we do and provide a stable, nurturing environment in which children heal, learn, grow, and succeed. But yet, here's a family who's this man's father took a sister, and because she wasn't as smart as the boys, she wasn't as smart as, I believe they might have had one more sister, but she did graduate from high school. She graduated through college, and the father still sent her off and had a lobotomy. That's right, you heard me right. If you heard me say it before, I'm going to say it again. This scumbag father had the daughter, even though she graduated, but wasn't as smart as his boys, get a lobotomy. That's sick. Now, for those who don't know what a lumbotomy is, they take a sharp, pointy, ice pick type looking thing and will shove it right here in your eye and poke through the bones. Wham, wham, wham. Right up into this part of the brain. Choo, choo, choo. But right through the eye right here. And go up here and jam that fucking thing until your part of your brain here is damaged. You slow down in speech. You slow down with your thoughts. And you become very, very, very unresponsive. It's like you lost memory. And for that, being known by this family, which here we have womanizers, murderers amongst us. And just because they had the cash, there was no way you were going to frickin' throw these people in the prison system to give out their ass. Yeah, that's right. I would have loved to see them get tossed around in population of a jail cell for murdering and what they got away with. Ted Kennedy? How sick can you be? Marilyn Monroe. And I believe it was Robert and John who shared that woman. Because when JFK got sick of her, yeah, man, here, Robert, you take her. And I believe Marilyn Monroe just fell madly in love with JFK. And, nope, you can't do that. You must die. And then Ted. You know, I remember when that came out, when I first heard that back in 1999 or 98. WAF was made a parody song of it. I drove in the water. And I thought he had done something that year, but I got my videos up on it. Very disturbing. You know, he drove off a bridge in Connecticut. I mean, not Connecticut. Cape Cod. Woman got stuck in there, lost oxygen, even though her head was up above water, and just lost oxygen and died. And he left her there. That's murder in my eyes. That's sick. Just to have that affair. And the poor-ass apology he gave. And, oh my God. And the people that let him run his Senate term in the office was even more sick. Knowing what he did and got away with. He sat in that office all the way up till he got his goddamn brain tumor. And I'm glad he did. And JFK got what he deserved, too. You know, whatever. Dislike me. But when you got people that get away with bloody murder, alright? Let people die. No, man. If that was me, I'd be sitting my ass in jail for life. We're not talking about numbers. We're talking about letters. L-I-F-E. Life. Oh, you did this to a woman, she died. I'd never step a foot out of jail. Never. Never. These guys, I'm sorry, but it's about a wonder why they wanted these democracy, fake people dead. I'm sorry. And just because words came out of JFK's mouth that changed the world. No, man, that's sick. That's sick. And poor Joan Kennedy. I wish I knew her maiden name. I never looked it up, but I hate calling her Kennedy because she ain't a Kennedy. She had to sit her drunk ass in her place and just take it as it comes. And she became a lush. She became a true alcoholic. And she lived that lie. And man, there's nobody in the world that deserves to live that lie in life, to live that my husband slept with Marilyn Monroe and who knows how many other women, and then murdered her because she was falling in love with my husband. Oh my God, just think of the mentalism that woman went through. Just think of the sadness of the sorrow in her brain. And just to wash it all away with a bottle of booze. And then this guy comes out with this. I don't know, man. I know I wouldn't send my kids to something like this. Especially with him being the one who wanted to create it. You know what? Just think about it. If lobotomies still existed, I bet you this would happen in this facility. You know, Frances Farmer fell to that. And I don't give a shit who says she did not. They're full of shit because people's lives that were documented in asylums were mysteriously lost, burned, or gotten rid of. Burned and gotten rid of, that's right. And Frances Farmer, when I watched that movie, she was a feisty, brutal woman. Holy crap. She'd knock you out if you go around messing with her. I kind of like that movie. I like that movie. Jessica Lange did a perfect portrait of that woman. But I tell you, she, man, was feisty. She was a fighter. And for her, at the end of her life, to come onto a talk show and then be just, how you doing? And all slow. Bullshit, she didn't get that lobotomy. Bullshit. And I bet you if this guy and the rights of lobotomies was still into effect, he would do it, just like his old man. You ain't smart in this family. I can see him now. Your sister ain't smart in this family. In their little accent. We're gonna take a lobotomy. Now she's gonna be, and who knows what even happened to her? Who knows what they did to that girl behind closed doors? Man. Send her off to the asylum though, did they? She wasn't smart enough. Talk about favoritism, huh? And that's the main reason, that and the murder and the driving in the water and killing. I lost all respect. I don't even look at these people the same no more. I do remember the first time I saw JFK. I do remember when I said, wow, that poor man got shot. Just for saying some words, epic words. But then when the story started coming out and his family started to die out, and the truth amongst them comes forth, holy shit. And when Ted Kennedy died, ran his seat to the end, Senate seat, man, I wanted to vomit. Sick. Oh, man. But I recommend anybody, if your child locally has to endure anything to do with this kind of thing, I recommend not. Especially revealing that name. Stay far away from the Kennedy name. And if you don't know about the Kennedys, start looking into the Kennedys. And when they made Home of Camelot or something, whatever, I did watch it. That's got the damn accident scene in it and how he covered it up. Ooh, John Snyder. Yeah! I like John Snyder. Nobody knows him. That's Bo Duke. Ha ha! Looks like he's starting a new album song. Be nice. He can sing. But anybody that wants to learn about him, get out there and start reading. Learn about the real history of them. Not what they faked and made you think they were great. Don't read the fake stuff. Read the real stuff. Murder. Deception. drowning, lobotomies, right? Conspiracy to murder. Be safe, take care, and always beware. Because we do not know, even in the highest ranks of politics, who live among us. That's right. Out.